Alright, that wasn't so bad. A little dirty. Nothing too crazy though. Alright, that's the clutch cable out. Alright, everything looks clear from the front end here. So now we can start knocking out these bolts and pull that whole cover off. Boom, and it is off. And that is what clutch pack looks like on the XS 1100. Alright, so pretty cool. Not sure what this is to just yet. Might go to the output shaft? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. But anyway, I'm guessing it actually has to do with the clutch pack here as well. But yeah, I'll say it looks to be reasonably decent. The bait, and I might pop it open just to measure the plates, make sure they're all good. I definitely want to clean up down here. You can see it's kind of a little nasty down there. We'll peel that gasket off, throw the new one on, and it should be good to go. So I've checked the clutch plates. They all look fine, and clutch pack looks okay. I've cleaned off the gasket. One thing to note with this side, just like on the other side, there's 2 dowel pins, one here and one back here. They may come out. I know this one started to fall out when I was pulling the gasket off. They may be in the side cover. You want to keep an eye on that. Make sure you don't lose them. Otherwise, the side cover, a little bit of a pain. The gasket, a little bit of a pain. I was able to get it off pretty easily on this back side. It just popped out for me. But if it doesn't, and you got to kind of scrape it out, you'll definitely have to remove the clutch pack for that. Otherwise, yeah, she's good to go. We grab the new gasket cover, grab the side cover, throw it all back together, and we should be good to go. So just like with the other side, I'm going to take it and use those locating pins, or those dowels to line it up, make sure everything looks good. Looks pretty good to me. Actually, one thing we got to do first is get this guy back in how he's supposed to go. So this is actually your kickstart assembly right here. And there's a washer there. Definitely make sure we don't lose that washer. Alright, so yeah, like I said, this is the kickstart assembly. So we gotta figure out, it looks like, oh yeah, that loops in like that. I think it slides in like that. Let me just double check the manual on this one. Alright, this is actually not too terribly difficult. Actually, yeah, that would be pretty easy. So there's a lug here on the actual Kickstarter assembly, the rod. We gotta make sure that's on the back side of the lug. It's right there in the engine. And then we should be good to go. That spring is going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so Kickstarter assembly's on and good to go. We will throw that gasket back on, throw the cover back in, be all set. Now on this one we do have a little bearing, it looks like, maybe not a bearing, just an oil seal on this part here. So we do want to watch out for that, try to keep that as nice and neat as possible. If we tear that up, obviously we're going to get some leaks. Just nice and easy, back over it, make sure those locator pins are good, make sure our throwout, I guess that's our throwout rod, lines up correctly. Yeah, and all that looks pretty decent. Get some bolts into her and be good to go. Now, I made an extra note. These 2 extra long ones, I think they're 35mm. They went up front here. All right, looks pretty good to me. Throw the clutch lever back on. All right, so for this, make sure it's going in the right direction. We'll have that piece to lock into. Looks like we gotta pop it all back out again. That inner piece with the little spot for it for this to rest, or the lugs, I guess you could say, is not in the right spot. So off she comes. All right, well, at least we know what we're doing. Oops, this one. That's why I didn't want to move. Oh, I guess we're putting the shift, or the Kickstarter back into. A little easier the second time around. All right, now let's see. That looks better. So, I'm gonna bring it up here on the bench. All right, so what's going on is, this piece right here was set like that. So obviously this isn't going to work. We need our lever to be sticking out roughly at that angle right here. Because what's going to happen is the actual lever, the cable, is going to pull it vertically. So like this, it just can't get pulled. So what we do is, on the back side, all the way out, there's 3 kind of ball bearings, captive right in here, and those fall into 3 little divots for each of their own. So all we got to do is kind of loosen them up, turn them until they end up where we want them. Now at this point, it's too far. If we put it in right now, it would pull it, but it would pull it up maybe ½ centimeter, nothing much, not far enough. So we do one more turn, that's where we need to be. We'll pop it back in, we should be good to go. There we go. All right. Just gotta get it back on those locating dowels. All right, from here, zip them back in, be all set. All right, let's try this one more time. So we've got our shift lever here. Clean up some of the gunk off that. All right, we're gonna turn it. It came out like this, we're gonna put it back in like this. So that sets like that. Washer, nut. That should be there's a 10, nope, 12. All right, we'll throw the actual cable on later when we're close to ready for it. But otherwise, that's the left side. This is just the stator cover and the generator. I'm not worried about that. That I've looked at before, so that'll be fine. As far as that goes, the right side of the bike looks good. Bottom's good. I'm gonna pop open the heads again. We'll clean them up next, I think.